Hi guys, this is Mitch, living life in Romania. So for those who don't know me, I'm Mitch. I'm a Filipina living in Romania, and I'm making this YouTube or this vlog about basically giving information on how to visit Romania during pandemic, during this situation right now. So I would be glad to give more information or answer all your questions based on my experience. I posted on my social media and asked for people who is willing to or who wants to ask any questions to me about how to visit Romania would be during this pandemic. I would really glad to give details. I'm sorry guys, I know it took some time for me or days rather for me to answer your questions kasi lang I was gathering all the questions so I could answer all of it in one video para isahan na lang. So, wala nang patumpik-tumpik pa. Without further ado, let's go ahead and proceed with your questions. From Hi Christine Reyes. She subscribed to me, so thank you so much. I know you have also a lot of questions. So for Christine, may I ask if your visit to Romania is visit visa or you're staying for good? I also have my boyfriend who is a Romanian which I plan to visit by December for 2 months. However, I am still worried with the requirements as I am currently a freelance. I mean, I was invited by someone. Yes, I applied for short stay visit visa. I was invited by someone to go here. Yeah, short stay visa is just basically 90 days or 3 months. So you cannot exceed more than 90 days pag sa short stay visa. Ayun lang talaga yun. She has a lot of questions pero I will attend to all of it. So, para naman sa iba, ma-share natin para sa iba kung meron silang questions din na katulad sa'yo, Christine. At least na-share natin sa kanila, okay? Now, her next questions, questions, ang sabi? Her next question is, did you also take a polio vaccine too? Maraming, maraming salamat. Carried away sa English. Yes, I did. Wait lang. Yes, Christine, I took my polio vaccine kasi nakalagay rin doon sa website as part of the requirement of the visa application. I need to have a polio certificate or proof that I took a polio vaccine. So, I have this. I went to Bureau of Quarantine to take my polio vaccine shot and they gave me this passport or certificate. So, for you guys, if you want, I think this is just for health precaution na rin iniisip ko na lang para sa akin to if that is the case. So, for you guys, if you wanna take the polio vaccine certificate, you could go ahead and do it. If you don't want it, based on my experience, no one asked me to show this. So, nasa wallet ko lang siya for the whole time. Wait, I have to stop myself there. I need to correct myself. For the question, if you still need to get the polio vaccine, it's stated here on May.raw website on the Foreign Ministry of Foreign Affairs that proof of anti-polio or anti-polio vaccination is no longer required for individuals from the Philippines and Malaysia. So I'm just correcting myself. I think those times that I'm processing the whole visa thing, I got really overwhelmed and siguro kaya tinake ko na lang rin siya that time for my own good. So, I hope I answered the question if you still need to take a polio vaccine. If you want to know the lists of countries na if you're in that country, just go to the website in may.raw and it will give you the list of countries that recommend or they recommend to get the anti-polio vaccination. Okay, let's move on to the video. So, Christine, I hope I answered that question. Were you required to do 14 days quarantine po? No. Okay, I just have to add some information before I proceed with that. So, ang latest kasi, I mean, ang update na alam ko kasi or information na alam ko was way back June or July because I got here beginning of August. But I did some research just to help you guys. I mean, to help you out with your application or some information that you needed for your visa or your travel. First question there natin is, alam ko gusto niyo malaman kung anong status ni Philippines sa Romania. So for right now, Philippines in Romania is on yellow lists. And that time when I travel during August, Philippines was on green list. So let me give you, I got this information from SchengenVisaInfo.com, and you can also go to that website to check the current situation or status of the Philippines in Romania. And I also found this out about your question, the quarantine, if you need to go through quarantine. I got this information naman from europa.eu. You can also check out that website. And I got here as a third country national coming from outside the EU may enter this country without exceptional restrictions. So that's the question. And it gives you information there below. It says Romania adopts its own national classification of risk areas. Hence, travel restrictions for Romania are not based on the common EU traffic lights map. So I know there's going to be a lot of information there if you're from red country, but we will just mainly focus on yellow country kasi yun naman talaga, from the Philippines. Travelers arriving from countries classified as yellow who do not provide a pre-departure negative PCR test taken within 72 hours prior to arrival are subject to a 14-day quarantine. Children under 6 years old are exempted from the PCR test requirement. The quarantine period may be shortened by taking a PCR test no less than 8 days after arrival. If the result of this test is negative, the period of quarantine can end on day 10. So that's it, guys. That's the answer to your question. Since Philippines is on yellow status right now, since Philippines is on yellow status right now in Romania, you can still travel here, but you need to get quarantined on your own accommodation or wherever you will be going for 14 days. And sabi nga dyan, it can get shortened kung negative kayo, nagpa-PCR test kayo dito or nagpa-swab test kayo dito. Kung negative on day 10, makakat short siya. No, I wasn't required to do 14 days quarantine kasi that time, I got here August this year. So that time, Philippines is a green zone here in Romania. They just asked me to fill out a health declaration when I got to the Bucharest airport. And that's it. Wala naman silang sinabi na to go on quarantine. Guys, I do suggest for you to be fully vaccinated, or if you're not fully vaccinated, at if meron kayong, you just have the first dose, make sure to have the card with you. Kasi wherever you go here, even restaurants or any event, just like the Oktoberfest na pinuntahan ko sa Brasov, they ask the vaccination card talaga. So it helped a lot naman kahit papano nagawa ko yung first dose ko. If short stay visa for 90 days po, do you need to fully exhaust? You're not required. Syempre, in any type of visa in any country, it's up to you whether you want to exhaust the 90 days or not. It's just that the protocol lang talaga ng country is you're just allowed, if you're gonna apply for short stay visa, you're just really allowed to stay in the country in their country for 90 days. So if you wanna apply visa just for 30 days or 60 days, it's up to you. It's okay, it's allowed. You just need to make sure na when you apply for travel insurance, for example, you wish to stay here just for 30 days, add +1. So instead of just 30 days travel insurance, you need to pay for 31, or you need to get you need to get 31 days of travel insurance. Kasi they really check that on the embassy and upon arrival din. Were you given multiple entry po? Yes, in my case, I was given multiple entry. And my advice there, if you apply for a visa, wag nyong i-indicate agad kung gusto nyo ng multiple entry or what. But in the case, my advice to me by the embassy, if you apply for multiple entry, make sure you show two tickets, round trip tickets, two set of tickets since nag-apply ka ng multiple. So, para makatipid, syempre, para makatipid, my advice there to you is don't indicate that, you know, you want to apply for multiple entry unless you have some two sets of tickets that you are going to show to them. Would you have advice to someone like me where I don't have permanent job now? Christine, my advice to you, if you don't have a job, you can still go through with your visa application. Just make sure to have a certificate of no employment. You can get that from the notary public because you need to have that certificate notarized as well. Someone posted online that she was vaccinated and from green country but was asked to quarantine for 14 days. I'm not really sure, Christine, kung that is the case, but on my case, based on my experience, kasi I wasn't been advised to go on quarantine for 14 days. There is a chance na that time yung Philippine is on the red zone here in Romania. So kapag nag-red talaga si Philippine, red zone talaga si Philippine, ipapa-quarantine ka nila. Pero kung nawala na sa red zone si Philippine, then you will be flying that time. You're good to go. You don't need to quarantine. Anyways, even though they ask you to go on quarantine, they will not ask you to quarantine in a hotel. I was doing some research. This was posted as well on Romania Tourist something. I forgot the website, guys. Pero you can Google and research din on your own. Pero based on my research kasi, if any case they will ask you to go on quarantine, they will just ask you na mag-quarantine kayo sa bahay ng titirhan nyo. So, if ever pupunta kayo sa bahay ng magulang nyo, or boyfriend nyo, or host nyo, whoever it is, you can just stay home for 14 days. That's what was stated on the website. So, anyhow, even though you go here, you're not in a rush, you're not going anywhere. You can just quarantine for 14 days. But also check the status of the Philippine, if it's on red zone, yellow zone, green zone at the moment for Romania. Madami po ba silang tanong pagdating sa visa application or they easily give out visa? Expect a lot of questions. Whatever documents that you will be presenting to the embassy, to the consulate, they will ask you those things, especially if you have travel history abroad. They will be asking you about it. Kailangan just be confident. If you're not hiding anything anyway, just, explain to them, give out the information they need. Because on my case, madaming tanong, pero at the end of it, I answered honestly. Naging honest naman ako sa mga sagot ko. Hindi naman siya pang Miss Universe. So, ayun, I was able to get my visa. You can get your visa within the day, but you have to pay extra $20. So, if you're willing to do that, you can wait there and within an hour or two, you will get your visa. Pag hindi naman, I'm not really sure how long will it take. I haven't asked, pero you can definitely call the embassy in Manila. I did call the embassy in Manila and to ask some few questions as well. They easily entertain naman. Madali naman silang kausap. It's just that they don't speak Tagalog, so just speak in English because it's either magsasagot doon is the Romanian consulate. So, Christine, I hope na answer ko lahat ng questions mo. Huwag kang kabahan, push lang te, okay? As long as, ang advice ko talaga sa iyo is as long as you have the documentation needed na nakastate doon sa website, yun lang bigay mo kung anong hiningi, yun lang bigay mo. Okay, now let's go to other questions of you guys na natenga tayo kay Christine. But it's okay kasi I'm pretty sure the others will be asking the same thing. Okay, next question. We got a question from Roger Jane Hada Cabarles. So, I hope I pronounced correctly your name. Ang question niya is, do they accept walk-in sa embassy without appointment? Walk-in is a no-no for the embassy if wala ka namang appointment, especially during pandemic or even before na wala pang pandemic kasi you needed You needed to submit everything online first. Pag nasubmit mo na, they will email you within a week. I-email ka nila na if you still have missing documents or information, anything that they still need na necessary sa visa application, masasabihin nila. Then, if wala naman, mag-antay ka lang within a week or two, they will be the one who will set up the appointment for you. Sabihin nila kung kailan yung appointment and what time. Pumunta ka doon na wala kang appointment, di ka nila i-entertain. Kasi pagdating pa lang sa, pagpasok mo pa lang sa embassy, hanapin nila yung email confirmation ng appointment. Says Griego, I purchased dummy ticket pero medyo napaaga. My appointment schedule is on October pero expired na si ticket. Do I need to get a new one to present in the embassy? Thank you. Ito, hindi naman ako taga-embassy, guys, ha? Pero based on my experience, I also applied visa in other country. Based lang po sa experience ko, ha? I think for me, kung expired na yung ticket, ibig sabihin nun, hindi na siya valid. Kahit na reservation siya, kung expired na, ibig sabihin hindi na siya valid. So, I think to avoid lang na ma-disapprove yung visa mo, much better na kumuha ka na lang ng bago, ng dummy ticket. I'm pretty sure it will not cost like the original ticket naman, di ba? So, kuha ka na lang ng bago, present mo yon as long as valid pa siya, hindi pa siya expired, game pa yan para sa visa mo. Si Ria Abes Rival, her question is, how to apply short visa step by step here in Romania? I have a previous video how I applied for a visa for Romania. Ililink ko na lang dito sa baba. Okay? And I will share it to you guys. Or somewhere here on the screen. I will just share the link. Click the link and I have given an advice there kung paano ako nag-apply ng Romanian visa step by step. Jasmine Dragos, Zoids Flores, Irene Almanzor. Same with you guys. Please click the link. I have a previous video. Andun yung step-by-step ko kung paano ako nag-apply ng visa this 2021 during pandemic. Neil Tac Colintas. How po? Possible po ba kahit di ba PR? I mean, ako na mag-invite ng kapatid ko dito for vacay. Salamat. Di ko gets yung Neil Tac, di ko gets yung question mo. Pero kung if you're asking the step-by-step process, again, I have a link somewhere. I'll be posting here on the screen. Click mo na lang or you can go to my previous video, how to apply for Romanian short stay visa. Sa kapatid mo, invite mo yung kapatid mo. Then yung kapatid mo, kailangan niya pa rin pumunta sa embassy, di ba, for interview. And the embassy will be asking for documents. Isa doon sa original documents lang naman ang kailangan mong ipadala sa kapatid mo sa Pilipinas is yung invitation letter at saka proof of accommodation. 2 documents lang talaga niya ipapamail mo. Sa amin kasi, nag-mail sa akin ng host ko via DHL within 10 days lang. Ayun, kailangan din translated siya in English at saka notarized. So, pinamail ko yun lahat through DHL sa Pilipinas within 10 days lang. I hope na-answer ko yung question mo. If hindi pa, PM mo na lang ako or comment ka na lang dyan sa video ko. Grace Fernandez, how po? Same. Panoorin mo na lang yung previous video ko, girl. Laura Ocampo Maleza. Ma'am, gaano po ba katagal ang process ng Romania working visa ng Pilipina? Thank you po sa reply. Ma'am Laura. Ma'am, makamam ka naman. Ma'am, you're welcome. Laura, girl. Ang process, nakalagay yan kahit i-google ko. So, guys, customarily, the processing time for Romania visa can take between 7 to 14 days. Ayan, 7 to 14 days. Ganito nga yun sa akin. It took me like less than 14 days lang naman. Pero tinawagan ko na yung consulate, yung embassy, sinabihan ko na sila na 3 days or 4 days before my flight. So, kinakabahan ako. Sabi ko, 4 days na lang, flight ko na. Sabi kong ganyan. Tapos wala pa akong visa. Natataranta na ako. Mag-PCR test pa ba ako? Sabi kong ganyan. So, tinawagan ko yung embassy. I called the embassy and asked, hello, my interview will be like this, but my flight will be like 2 days or 3 days from now. How long will it take to get the visa? siyempre magmamadali na ako. Sinabihan ako, if you want to have the result within the day, just pay extra $20. So, nagdala ako ng dollars. As in, nagpa-exchange pa ako ng Philippine peso sa Western Union. Bumili ako ng dollars kasi they don't take Philippine cash, card, as in US dollar talaga, literal na US dollar na money. Kailangan dala mo. So, naka-envelope yun. Within the day, nakuha ko naman siya. So, ayun lang. If you have any other questions, guys, please comment down below. If marami pa ako nakuha mga questions, baka gagawa ko ng part 3 na video. I would really glad to answer your questions about the process. Di naman ako madamot. So, share lang tayo. I hope meron kayo natutunan dito sa video na to, and I hope na answer ko lahat ng questions nyo. If you have more, again, do not hesitate to ask me. And if I will have more questions from people that I haven't answered before, I would be glad to share information to you guys. So, that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much to my new subscribers. Thank you. Thank you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Mulțumesc. Bye.